Welcome to another video of Lord PeteyTV Plays. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a couple of dungeons here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about what we do in certain situations and how we kind of fix them and went through it, how the bosses are dealt with, and so on and so forth. We're going to be dealing with multiple different classes. I would say it's going to be up to 5 or 6 different classes, but as of right now, we're prioritizing Druid and Monk, or I should say Balanced Druid and Brewmaster Monk. So please check us out. We're going to be doing a lot of other keys for other classes too. So we'll see you all soon. This is week 5 of season 3 of Dragonflight, and we're kind of going through the process here of trying to take care of fortified entangling and bolstering. And we worked on a couple of different classes. We tried to really push keys pretty hard this week, and this is kind of the results. So one thing I wanted to kind of bring up to all of your attentions is when I'm pulling these packs here in Black Rook, I'm pulling them pretty quickly and I'm pulling them very small because of the fortified bolstering. The fortified and bolstering is really what's going to hurt this key, and the reason for that is because it's going to get too out of hand. So I got to really make sure that those are quick, fast pulls, and we can end up taking them down super quick. The first boss really is a joke of a boss. Other than that small part of phase 2 when we have to deal with his ads, but all in all, I will say this: like, I very even rarely had to remove my stagger. I might have removed my stagger, but I probably didn't even use my celestial brew even that often during this fight. It was crazy how easy he is during this kind of week. And the only affix that really is affecting us during bosses this week is the entangling, which is really, really helpful. So I didn't find that too bad. But yeah, this boss is pretty easy. There's really nothing to report other than, we just do what we have to do, burn them down, and continue over.
Look at that bitch over there. She had no chance.
This energy, it is too much.
No.
All good. Are you leveling something today? Are you getting some gear on something? Running keys on alts. I hear you. What tune are you playing now?
Easy.
All tanks and 3 DPS. Oof. Keeping yourself busy. I don't find 2 tanks enjoyable for me. Monk and Druid. And Druid is kind of meh this season, so I'm thinking of just working on just doing good for the Druid and Pharaoh, and then running this guy as tank. And then I'm debating about I'm gonna try to get.
The one thing I try to make sure of when I'm running up these stairs is when I stop at that first boss, I make sure I sit there. I make sure I get as much of my brews going and as many of my defenses as going, because I need to remove those stacks. If I don't remove those stacks, I'm pretty much doomed. And once that they're done, I just keep going because I want to take care of this hallway as fast as possible.
What are you aiming for their IO? For your the IO level? Oh, just 210. Yeah, see, like that's like me. Like I enjoy playing the characters. I enjoy having a what's it called? An outcome. Usually at the end of the season, I usually have about 5 or 6 characters that are KSM, and then at least 2 to 3 that are KSH. I might have more this season now.
These packs are really, really annoying to deal with, and the reason for that is the bolstering. So I really needed to make sure I pulled them quick and efficiently. And the reason for that is the Arcanist during Fortified Week can pretty much one-shot people. The bolstering on top of that for the Arcanist will cause even more problems. So being that I am a monk, I single target most of them and touch a death them as soon as I possibly can. And I did that throughout the whole entire top.
Do about it. Why are you on a little screen? Why don't you get a monitor and plug your damn laptop into it? I mean, I'm literally running 4 screens right now for Twitch and everything else, and you're complaining that you don't have one screen to be able to play for something. It is a choice. I've really been debating about getting a widescreen. Not that big, but. But yeah, I want to get a widescreen. Because I've seen like people that have the widescreens, and the amount of real estate they get for WoW is just like crazy. My thing is, it's just like I need to be able to see everything, but I promise it. All right, I'm not hiding, so we're going in.
A lot of people tend to pull this group and put them around the pillar because they want them to be closer to be able to DPS them. But it seems like every time I try to do that, people just start dying either to the AoE from the Arcanist or the arrow barrage from the archers. So I kind of try to take my time and try to figure out the placement of them a lot easier.
Take one of these out.
Are you looking to support the channel? Please make sure you go to our merch store. The link is in the comments below. We have mugs, shirts, lots of cool things that we will love you to purchase and be wearing and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much. As always, just wanted to make sure you know we partner with Sub2R for our gamer glasses, our green screens, our camera mounts, our cameras, all of those enjoyable objects that we end up using while streaming for our long gaming sessions to help increase our quality of our streams. So make sure you use Lord PeteyTV at sub2r.com when you end up going there and purchasing some of this amazing gear.
I'm gonna lust it up because he's lost it up.
Yeah, that's fine. Raven Crest is, generally a pretty easy fight, so we don't really go crazy with it, other than the fact that we make sure we're ending up putting up as much damage as we can on the boss, making sure that we're not running around crazy across the room, and even try to use the jumping technique to make sure we don't have lines all over the place. But there's really not much more to say here, because, like I said, the entangling is the only thing you really have to worry with, and other than that, we kind of just blast through it super quick and super easy. Let's see...
Why do you keep moving?
He's dancing.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's fair.
Run away.
I'm not moving like Pal moving. Pal moves a lot.
Are we supposed to kill these things?
No, we're supposed to ask him to dinner.
Well, look at it though. They're not dying very fast, is what I'm getting at. People
Well, you could attack the other. You could attack the boss while this is going on.
Oh. Trying to paint a picture, but it wasn't really working. I definitely prefer you on this tank than your druid.
Like I said before, I've always played my monk better than my druid as a tank.
Yeah. You're taken down, dude. Right. Wait. Lovely.
Make sure you end up checking out our other channels. We have a sister channel called Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV, which we end up giving you some specific gaming news that is popping up here and there throughout the whole entire week. And then make sure you're also checking out our Stories with Lord PeteyTV, where we end up giving you little short stories that he's handwritten throughout the whole entire week, which we think you'll greatly appreciate. Thank you so much, and check those out. And hit the subscribe button here when you are ready. So how do you keep yourself hydrated over those long gaming sessions? Here at Lord PeteyTV, we end up using Rook energy drinks. That is what we use here. We end up drinking those throughout the whole entire sessions. Please make sure you go there and use Lord PeteyTV at checkout when you end up purchasing some of those amazing drinks. This hallway can really mess you up if you try to overpull it because of the bolstering this week. So what I tried to do was I tried to make sure I ended up pulling as much as I possibly could without, taking the death, which was very hard because there was a couple of times where I think there was problems. I might have even died once during this pull because of just fat fingering something or doing, wrong stagger removal or something at the time. But overall, as long as you are really watching what's happening with those Blade Lords, that'll be fine, and you can kind of get through them. The Blade Lords are really what wrecked me there and took me out in the end.
Thank you, Rebel, for running up the stairs. Have you made it to the top? My wife is vacuuming, and it just sounds like it's right next to me.
We've talked about this before, the Fel Spite Dominators, making sure that we end up taking them out at a really decent pace. Thankfully, the small ads will not bolster them, but the big ones will. So what we do here is we make sure that we take one almost fully down, and we just go to the next one. In this case, I took down the first one, and then we just go to the next. That way, the bolstering doesn't stack onto the other ones, and at this point, I'm kind of like taunted by the rest of the team to just pull them all to the top. So I'm like, all right, if you want to do it, that's fine. So once we kill all these pups, I take all three of the ads right to the top, right before the boss, and right there is when we end up taking them out.
All right, you think I can go all the way? Take the last two Dominators and go around the corner. Yeah, go. It was around the corner, I can't get to it. I guess what that was. Taking or something, I died. Might be trying to go after the dude. Put that in the background. Alright.
The one thing you got to make sure you're taking care of with this boss is taking the Fel puddles to the sides. Once you end up taking those to the sides, you're pretty good. The hateful cases are really easy to deal with, so I really worry about those. The stomps aren't bad because it's fortified. There's no bolstering to worry about, so it works out really well for pretty much everybody if they just want to, just go for it.
I really need to wash my hair. My scalp is like super itchy.
This kid's not even hitting me hard enough to go into, like, heavy stagger.
Oh, I forgot what the vomit was. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this lying on me? Like, this is dumb. Never mind. Now I remember. No, you don't got me.
Come on, baby. The one thing I would kind of take into note while you're going around this is that sometimes you can actually overpull this, and especially with the bolstering. So we really didn't end up doing that. I kind of waited until 2 of them were almost dead and then went and got more. So I don't normally take more than 6 cities at a time, because more what has happened in the past is we've taken more than that and we've ended up having problems. So trying to make sure I just take it at a lower pace, and from there we just go forward, because there's no real need to try to pull this whole entire dungeon at this point, because it's this and then the last boss. So, and you want cooldowns for the last boss.
Excellent. 4, 6. Oh shit, there's more up here. I know there's more. Oh boy. This is not gonna end well. Brad, can you trip him? No? Oh, really? Yeah, it's called Smash Spire the Hateful, okay? Alright, 8 minutes. We have 50 seconds to plus 2, this, let's go! I should hold plus.
The last boss really is not too bad on fortified weeks, as always. You still have to make sure you're standing out of things. Between the entangling and also the swarm spawns, you really have to be careful to sleep. But other than that, it's really just a push through, and you really don't have to worry about much. People ask me if I'm ever going to do a hot tub stream. I'm like, you're hilarious.
Enough. I'm tired of this. Ravencrest.
Runaways.
10,000 years have not been kind.
So as soon as he comes down, or pops up?
Yeah, I lost now.
Okay.
I would have waited.
Well, see, that's why I asked, because I'm not sure,
What?
like, exactly timing of things.
Personal CD.
I got it, Flower Roamer.
Runaways.
Blah, blah.
You cannot comprehend that which you face, mortals.
I was like, which way is it going?
Runaways.
Ugh, roots.
That 20 we timed to this place. Thank you so much for taking your time out and checking out the amazing videos that we are ending up producing here. Now, just a reminder, we end up putting videos out throughout the whole entire week involving our Mistweaver Monk, our Brewmaster Monk, our Boomkin Druid, our Guardian Druid, our Combat Rogue, and many other classes throughout the whole entire week. But please make sure you come and check us out. We are doing this every single week, live on twitch.tv, every single Monday through Friday. Please come check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube page here and our sister pages. And if you're looking to support the channel, you know where to find it. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic rest of your day.